I'm going to show you exactly how to route leads by form answers in Zapier. That way nobody has to manually sort every submission. Let's jump in, head to zapier.com and sign into your account. The dashboard loads and you're ready to go. Before you build anything else, make sure your form app and your destination app are already connected. It's frustrating to get halfway and then realize you need to set up an account. Click Create in the upper left corner, then choose Zaps. The editor opens right to the trigger step. Click the trigger step and search for your form app. I'm using Typeform, but Google Forms, Jotform, HubSpot Forms all work the same. Select the app and pick New Form Submission. That's the trigger that fires whenever someone completes your form. If it asks to connect a new account, do it now. Then choose the specific form you want to watch and hit Continue. Now hit Test Trigger. Zapier pulls a recent submission. If it comes back empty, open a new tab, fill out your own form with intentional answers, submit it, then test again. Once you get data, scroll through the fields. You'll see name, email, company, maybe a drop-down for product interest, budget, country. The fields you want to route on absolutely have to be in this sample. If one is missing, your test submission probably left it blank, so redo it with every routing field filled in. Here's where the routing actually happens. Click the plus button right below the trigger, search for Filter by Zapier, select it, and click Continue. Now configure the filter. Pick the form answer you want to evaluate first. For most lead routing, I use a drop-down like product interest or department because the answers are predictable. I'll pick product interest. Leave the condition as exactly matches, that's the safest choice for drop-downs, and type the exact value your form sends. I'm typing enterprise with a capital E. I always check the sample data for the exact casing because enterprise all lowercase would not match enterprise. That tiny difference is the #1 reason filters fail silently. If you need multiple conditions, click Add a condition and use AND if both must be true, or switch the logic to OR. I'm keeping it simple with one rule. Click Continue to test it. Zapier evaluates the sample submission against your rule and shows whether it would continue or stop. This one passes. If yours says would not continue, go back and check for extra spaces or mismatched capital letters. It's almost always a text issue. Now decide where matching leads go. Click the plus below the filter and search for your destination. I'm picking HubSpot because most sales teams live there. Choose the action like Create Contact. If you need a deal instead, pick Create Deal, or Slack for a notification. Connect your account if prompted and hit Continue. Map the lead fields from your form into the destination app. Drag first name to the name field, email to email, company to company, and so on. I always fill in the description field with a quick summary of the form answers, product interest, budget, whatever, because the sales rep opening this contact needs context right there. For assigning, look for an owner field or a custom property. I'll map to a HubSpot owner called Enterprise Sales. If your app doesn't have an owner field, you can hard-code the rep's name in a note. I also map the exact form answer that triggered the filter into a custom field, just so it's recorded. Click Test Step and wait a few seconds. Zapier creates the record. Now switch to your destination app. I'm going into HubSpot Contacts and verify the new entry has the right name, email, and owner. If something's off, adjust the mappings and test again. A single filter only handles one outcome. If you need different actions based on different answers, you can duplicate this zap and change the filter value and action each time, but that gets messy fast. The better way is Paths by Zapier. Remove this filter, add a path step instead, and inside each path you set a condition and the matching action. Path A for enterprise goes to the enterprise rep, path B for SMB goes to SMB, and you can add a fallback path for anything else. For this video, I'll keep the single filter so the core idea is clear. Scroll through the whole Zap to review, double-check the trigger form, the filter field and value, and the action mappings. I often realize I forgot to map phone number or company size, and those matter, fix them now. Give the Zap a descriptive name, I'll call it Route Typeform Enterprise Leads to HubSpot, then click Publish. It's live. Now the real test. Submit a fresh form entry with the matching answer, like Enterprise. Wait a moment, and check your destination. The lead should appear. Next, submit one with a non-matching answer, like Small Business. That one should be ignored, no new record. Always test both a match and a non-match. A filter that's too broad or missing altogether lets everything through. 2 things that'll save you later. If you end up with several routes, use Paths by Zapier. It keeps the logic in one place and cuts down on task usage. For the form itself, use drop-downs or multiple choice for the routing question, never a free text field. Free text leads to typos and missed routes, and you won't know until a lead gets lost. Also, open your Zap History tab every few days and scan for stopped tasks. A stopped task means a lead didn't match any filter, and you might be losing opportunities. If this helped you set up the routing, hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment saying this was helpful. Comments are what push this to other people looking for the same thing.